What is going on, world? Welcome back once again. My name is Zach Novak and this is Zach Novak Plays Games. In today's video, we got the second half of this week at Bungie, the weapon balances. So roll the intro and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so starting things out, we have hand cannons. After a shot has been fired from a weapon in Destiny, there is a short period where accuracy drops to simulate how weapon recoil affects reacquiring a target. This helps dissuade players from spamming the trigger and emphasizes precise aiming. The degree of accuracy drop is controlled by the range stat per archetype. Because of the increased importance of landing every shot, this effect is especially heightened on hand cannons. It is our intention to reduce the necessity of rolling range perks on hand cannons in order for them to be considered usable. However, we don't want to return to a world where hand cannons can contest scout rifles at long ranges. So, starting out with the changes. Increased initial accuracy and decreased accuracy drop for low range hand cannons. Made damage fall off curves steeper to better coincide with intended effective range of hand cannons. Small increase to PvE damage to all hand cannons, depending on enemy class. Now I myself am certainly happy with that. Hand cannons need that little bit of a buff, so this is freaking awesome. I'm loving it. Next up we have auto rifles. Starting things out with the big three, Doctrine of Passing, Soul Stealer's Claw, and the Arminius D. These names strike fear into opponents' hearts, not only due to their quick kill times, but also the amount of screen shake or ping they inflict upon their targets. The family of high rate of fire auto rifles currently leads the pack as most used, and so will nudge it to a lower once again. Their changes are: reduce the damage of high rate of fire autos, Doctrine of Passing mainly, by 6%. So, I myself am seriously happy with that. Doctrine of Passing, Arminius D, Soul Stealer's Claw, all these things. These auto rifles I haven't even got, and I'm jealous. They kill me constantly. I've got an Arminius D. I don't use it very often anymore because I see so many people using them and they kill me so instantly and I don't have that skill. But this is going to change a lot of things. We also have the ammo economy. Now, this is something that's going to be very big for a lot of people. Running out of ammo? The recommended solution is to grab some fresh ammo that's just dropped on the feet of a dead combatant. But we recognize that there are certain dire combatant scenarios where gathering blocks is not a viable solution. In these cases, we currently detect that you are low on ammo, round up ammo from the field and automatically deposit it into your backpack. As an improvement, we've significantly sped up the time this process takes. Changes consist of: it takes less time to automatically grab ammo from the battlefield for you when you're running low. So, the ammo fairy, she's gonna actually be on overtime, doing that night duty, that good old stuff. Anyway, next up we have the Hawkmoon. With the recent hand cannon improvements, the Hawkmoon was flying a bit too high. A minor stability reduction brings it into line, but may encourage a re-examination of one's barrel selection. The changes consist of: slight reduction to Hawkmoon stability. So its stability gets minus by 5. Not the worst, not the greatest, but Hawkmoon is one of those weapons where it's way too viable in a lot of different situations. I even find myself using it in PvE sometimes just because, hey, it's one of those hand cannons that is awesome. Next up, however, we have Counterbalance. There are some cases where a perk's effectiveness makes it seem like an absolute necessity to run. For many players, this is currently true for Counterbalance. Not only is it an extremely effective perk, but it nullifies the uniqueness of each gun's recoil pattern. We hope these changes will let the personality of each gun shine through a bit more. The changes consist of: slight reduction to Counterbalance effectiveness, reduces 80% of recoil angle instead of 90%. So there is a little bit of a reduction to Counterbalance in itself, not too great and not so much that anyone will really notice too much. But on to the final things, we have the bugs. They fix an incorrect UI bars on red spectrum, no gameplay changes. They fix an exotic machine gun stability where some weapons were ignoring their own base stats for recoil, thus being Thunderlord's super good advice, as well as fixing Defiance of Yasmin to have the correctly adjusted zoom for sniper rifles, introduced in the 2.2.0 patch. The 5 times. Increased inventory stat by 10 to compensate. So that is pretty cool. I haven't got the Defiance of Yasmin. It's one of those snipers that I have not actually gone and gotten because it's in the raid, but this is going to change up a lot of things for people that are actually wielding it. I myself am most likely not going to get headshotted as often, but who really knows. They do go on to finish out with Sandbox Mythbusters. Now I'll go over these just really quick. What does Rangefinder really do? Well, the description says aiming this weapon increases its effective range. That's it. No, they're actually going to say that Rangefinder impacts two primary things: target acquisition fall off and zoom factor multiplier, 1.1 times zoom and 1.05 times zoom on shotguns. So why do we call it Rangefinder? Well, zoom itself is a huge component of damage fall off. We scale down damage fall off by the zoom factor because enemies feel closer in zoom view, even though they can be quite far away. This is super important to keeping things feeling consistent. What's more, ADS accuracy and recoil are also calculated based on zoom view. So with greater zoom, your bullets will also stay closer together, which is another element of extending the effective range of your weapon. Everything is relative. What is weapon handling? Well, they go on to say ready time, away time, and ADS time. Ready time is the amount of time it takes to bring out your weapon. Away time is the amount of time it takes to put your weapon away. And then ADS time is the amount of time it takes to fully reach maximum zoom in the aim down sight mode. Different guns have different weapon handling stats, but as a general rule of thumb, the longer range and more damage a weapon does, the lower the weapon handling stat will be. So, this has been the actual initial rundown of what there is going to be in the actual weapons update, balance patch, whatever you want to call it, this week at Bungie. A very good, very insightful type of news week. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, click that like button down below, leave a comment, do all that good stuff, and I'll be cheering like Kieran if he was at Sharon. But until next time, this is Zach Novak, signing off. Peace out.